Good morning. All right, so what we're going to take a look at today is we're going to look at another method in solving a system of equations. So last week we looked at the equal values method, right? We had y equals, and then we set them equal to each other in order to solve for x and solve for y to find the point where two lines cross, right? Because we had two linear equations that we were setting equal to each other. All right, but what if they weren't in the form of y equals mx plus b? I want you to try this problem and see what you get, all right? So let's start with this one right here. All right, so what we've done in the past is we've isolated that y. So we're going to move the 3x, and we end up, right, we can't add it together because these are not like terms, but then this is terrible. Right, I've got to divide each of them by 5, so I end up with this terrible fraction. So if I use my method, I would set these equal to each other. Right? I can solve this, right? We've done this before. The way we do that is we fraction bust it. So we're going to multiply this side by 5 and this side by 5. So this goes away and becomes negative 3x. This goes away and becomes 13. And then if I distribute the other side, it's going to be negative 5x. Oh, that's still going to stay negative, negative 35. All right, I can bring the 5x to both sides. And then I'm going to bring the 13 to both sides. That's going to be 22 negative, right? Bigger negative number. So x equals negative 11. So there's my first part. Now to find y, I'm just going to substitute the negative 11 into there. So this is going to be 11 minus 7, which is 4. So there's my answer. But holy cow, what a mess right here, right? So I wonder if there's another way to solve it. Well, in fact, there is. All right, so what I would like you to do is go ahead and take out a piece of paper for notes. And we can solve a system of equation by using the substitution method. Right, the other one was equal values, which was actually a substitution. But anyways, we set them equal to each other, right? In this case, I have a problem that looks like this, where they were not both y equals. But they both have something in common. They both have a y. There's a y here, and there's a y here. But what is y? Y is just this. So you know, like on a computer, if you want to replace something, you copy and paste it. That's exactly what you're going to do here. You're going to copy what's in yellow and paste it where the pink is. But the pink is going to go away, right? You're replacing it. Kind of like a substitute teacher, right? If I get a substitute, I'm not there with the teacher. The teacher's there in place of me. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to replace this here. So I'm going to rewrite that as 5 negative x minus 7 plus 3x equals negative 13. Cool? Again, I replaced it. I substituted it. Now it's just a matter of distributing. Some of these numbers should look familiar, right? Right, those are these numbers coming up again. I can combine like terms. So that's going to be negative 2x. All right, don't leave any of the stuff behind. And now it's just a matter of solving the equation. Add 35 to both sides of the equal sign. Divide by negative 2. X equals negative 11. Hey, where did we see that? I did the problem without going through this mess. Does that make sense? So now my point is negative 11 comma. I need to find y. So that's going to get substituted in there. Don't forget that negative sign's already there. This one is its own negative sign. And that's just going to be 4. There's my answer. I want you to try one. All right? So try this one. All right, let's see what you got. So again, I'm going to use this idea of substituting and replacing it for this right here. That whole thing gets written in. Notice I write parentheses around it. That's good practice. I don't need it there right now, but just in case there was a number in front, it'll keep it separate. Again, like I said, I don't need it there. So 3x, I'm going to rewrite it without it there. So that's just 5x minus 3 x equals 1. So that's going to be my first number. Now I'm going to replace it into one of the original equations. It doesn't matter which one, but since I want y, and this already says y equals, I'm going to choose the top one. So that's going to be 5. Check. All right, let's try another one. Try this one. All right, let's take a look. Now, this one has already has y equals on it. So that's what I'm going to replace into here. Cool. So again, I'm going to put little parentheses around it. And that's what's going to go in the place of the y. So that went here. Now I can distribute. Combine like terms. And now it becomes a regular problem. Whew. That goes away. That should say minus. That's sloppy of me. Divide by 5, x equals 2. So there's my x value. Now I just plug it into this one, substitute it into that one. Plug it in and substitute mean the same thing. Plug it in as me being lazy in my language. And there we go. All right, last one. Let's try this one. All right, a little bit funkier. That's okay. We're still going to do the same thing. I've got my variable all by itself, but instead of putting it into y, I'm going to put it into x, right? Because that's what it is. X is that. So that's going to go here. Now we just have to be really careful. See the negative sign out in front? That's got to stay there. This is what's going to go in for the x. Cool? Now we can distribute this. This is going to combine like terms. Add 6. Divide by -2. So y equals -1. All right, so here's the difference. Y is -1. So that's going to go here, right? Because it's alphabetical order, x, x, y. Right, so now I can solve for x. -3 plus 6 is just 3. So that's going to go there. All right. All right, we will have lots more opportunities to practice this. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense, and that will get you started for our next class. All right, have a good day, and thanks for watching.